Hi everyone, welcome. Thank you for joining me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. Habrika, Dennis Owen, Craig Dixon, Patricia Epperson, Giba Lyon, Maggie Bobby Gongora. I hope everyone is well. Mr. Evans. Okay, today is Tuesday. Christmas is only a few days away. I hope everyone, you've all gone shopping and and Santa brings you everything that you guys want. Anyway, I'm just kidding. I'm so busy. If I'm not careful, I will even forget it's Christmas. So, today is Tuesday. Like I said earlier, I have some slots open for later today or tomorrow. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilo.com. Feel free to call me on my YouTube number or text me on my YouTube number, no problem. And I was, a little while ago, I was looking on Twitter. I know I spoke about it this morning, and it's because it annoys me, and there was a lady who mentioned it on the comment line as well regarding the president of Harvard. That guy, that guy has so many Pluto transiting. I was looking at his chart, transiting Pluto or solar arc, the progress chart. I don't remember which one. A lot of Pluto action in his chart, that guy, Bill Ackman. So when I saw that, I'm like, oh, okay, I'm not wrong. This guy is going to get hit at some point down the line. And I would not be surprised. Another prediction I have for him, that he suffers some major financial setback. I know he's a billionaire. He will never be, or he can become poor. So I've heard, not seen, some billionaires who really basically lost everything. But at least he may find himself in a position where he scratches his head and loses his reputation, because that's what he's trying to do to Dr. Gay. He may, karma, he may get hit with what he's trying to do with her. And I feel some people have seen through what he's trying to do. There is going to be some repercussion for what he's doing to that lady and others, but it seems like he's focusing all his attention and trying to take her down. He may take himself down in the process as well. I'm not saying she's going to last. The chances are because she will be too much of a distraction, she may decide to step down. But Bill Ackman will go down as well. That's my prediction. Somebody asked me about Niki Haley. I've made no qualm about it. She's not one of my favorite people. I think she's just like other Republicans. They tell you one thing, they do something else. Or I'm not saying Democrats are perfect, but at least Democrats, they try to, for example, Biden, he does the best he can to act consciously. And Obama and a lot of others, I'm not saying their donors don't have any influence on them. But Republicans, intuitively, I feel like saying they are all hired guns. The last Republican president, I feel, that was more or less independent. I'm not even sure that is true. I would say Reagan a little bit. He had at least core values, things that he believed in. He did some stupid things and I didn't like him. I couldn't stand him, in fact. And the last one that I recall was Nixon, but he was a crook. I'm sorry, but he was. I liked him, by the way. I liked Nixon because Nixon, when I was a young boy, and Haiti. He came to Haiti, so I liked him for that. And he drove by. There's a main road. My house is probably a couple of miles away from the main road, and I went to the main road to watch him drive through. So for that, I that was the only reason why I'm like, this guy visited a dirt poor country like Haiti, so it couldn't be that bad. But yes, he was that bad, unfortunately. But I don't feel he wanted the women president. He did everything he could. But he was from a different, please let me know, guys, if you disagree with me. I'm not saying they're nice people. No, okay? They all had their own issues. But what I'm trying to say is people like Niki Haley, they are not going to do the job of the people, our job. I feel Niki Haley is a con artist. I'm sorry. That's the way I'm getting her intuitively. I can't stand looking at her. For me to say something like that about a woman, it's really bad. I love women. I can't even, I'm not sure what it is. Even her videos, like on TV, if she's on TV, I can't stand looking at her. I can't stand her hands. I have no idea why. Okay. Intuitively, I find her repulsive. She has some kids. She's married. I'm sure somebody found some good in her. I'm sure she's a good mother too. Because the other day I briefly saw her in a video on, I don't remember if it was CNN or MSNBC. Oh yeah, there was some kind of town hall they were having in someplace. I'm not quite sure where, but all the candidates, they were there, Idaho or something, where Ramaswamy, DeSantis, Haley were there with their family or somebody they wanted to bring, and her daughter was there. I think it was her daughter. So I guess in that sense, that's the only thing I can say that's good for her. It seems like she takes care of her kids. But when it comes to being president of this country, I don't feel she's going to make it. Yes, if Trump falls, that's the person that's going to possibly grab the mantle. And yes, she'll be more of a challenge to Biden. But she is flip-flopping on women's health care, women's body autonomy, and all those kind of things, among other things. I do not trust anything any Republicans today would do. They would not do anything like Biden is doing, trying to decrease the cost of medication, all kinds of stuff, going for the infrastructure. Everything they do is because they are serving people like Elon Musk and Bill Ackman and these people. And also, as I'm talking about Niki Haley, they are all coming from, and they're going to inherit, well, yeah, I guess inherit, or they want to inherit Trump's base. So they're going to have to adopt some of the policies that basically Trump is either formulating on the go, on the fly, as he goes. And the reason why I'm bringing that up is lately we've heard his rhetorics about immigrants. Okay. And not only that, I was reading something, I'm not quite sure if it was this morning or last night because it's blurred a little bit in my mind. The same conservative group that went after affirmative action at different universities, they are trying to dismantle those things. You know what, guys? Obviously, I work hard and I do my own thing. But unfortunately, there is something they call racism. A lot of people won't have access to these schools if they did not. Well, let's take a look. Remember the picture of that little kid. She's a grown woman now. In 1950s, they had to bring the military to take her to school. So this would still be en rigueur. I mean, still be happening if steps were not taken to integrate our schools. And it's the same thing for universities. Until, I mean, even today, people are still resisting and trying to find ways to separate people based on races and even religion. But the reason why I'm going into that direction is to show the damage that Trump is causing in our country and to our society. And people like Haley, it feels like to me, because they are so desperate to get into higher office and to make history, she will do anything, and that frightens me. And let me tell you, when I focus on her, she will do it, whatever it takes. I'm not saying she's going to want to be president for life. She will respect the Constitution, okay? But intuitively, I feel if she were to make it to the presidency, I don't see it. But if she were to make it, don't expect her policies, or at least expect her to adopt some of Trump's policies, like doing the same thing you see DeSantis is trying to do in Florida, Abbott is doing in Texas. Expect a major realignment when it comes to immigrant, women's health, all those things. Don't be fooled. Somebody asked me, the person who posted the question says that her woman friends, and she lives in New York City, think she's, I'm just going to use, because I don't remember exactly how she put it, that the best thing since sliced bread. I don't think so. And I have a reputation, well, I'm not in corporate America anymore, but when I used to be in corporate America, if I did not like somebody, something is wrong. And it usually comes out later. But I think I know why I don't like her. It's for those things that I just cited. And I don't feel, I'm not saying she's dishonest, she's going to steal somebody's money. But I don't feel she's being honest with us as far as what she would do. I don't even think she knows. And you know something else? Yes, from what I understand, she was a governor. I don't think she would do that good of a job. But that's my intuition. She keeps saying Biden is old. She has a video out saying he's too old. I will take Biden over Niki Haley any day. And it's not only Niki Haley, over the entire Republican field. Because what we are, I know they are blaming Biden for the war in the Middle East, among other things. We are lucky Biden is president. And you know something else? He is a people person. He talks to everybody. He tries to understand, because it's, lucky us, he's a political animal. And it seems like because of the way he grew up, he had a lot of friends. And, those things tend to stay with you. When, growing up, we had friends, and you are used to reaching out and talking to people. And that's what we are enjoying. Because when he goes abroad, he reached out to people, he talked to people, he's friends with the major leaders in the world. They know him, they trust him, he never lied to them. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing Chris Christie's pictures. Chris Christie is the only person I feel that's competent enough that could be president of this country, but he has the George Washington Bridge cloud hanging over his head. And not only that, I don't feel he comes close to Biden. His policy, national policy wouldn't be too bad, but his international policy, he would have to do a lot of work, just like any other president. Biden hit the ground running because of his experience, and that's why we are where we are, the economy and everything else. I know, according to the poll, and like I said, another poll, he's not getting credit. And as I'm saying this, I feel like saying Democrats, like I said yesterday, my prediction that we will win or we can win this, it's not going to happen if Democrats don't put in the work. They have to go out and start pounding on Trump and his enablers and his policies. I know according to the plans that intuitively I feel Democrats have, they can win, but they got to get out there and do it. I'm not, obviously I don't know anything about running a political campaign, but I feel like saying they have to, if you notice Trump, his posture, he's changing posture. There is an energy shift that's taken around Trump because they think they can win and they are trying to project that image. And that's why you see a lot of Republicans trying to fall into line. And to believe that's what I feel like saying. That's what I'm sensing. So you guys, you tell me. I feel Democrats have to take action and meet them. We cannot let Trump continue doing what he's doing. What basically they are doing is they're trying to get people, like I said yesterday, they're trying to get people used to the fact that it's okay if you elect a dictator. We can't afford that. To go back to what I was saying, I don't see Niki Haley becoming president of this country. I don't trust her, and I'm not saying personally how she treats people, but I don't think she would make a good president for this country. In fact, I think she would be a failure. That's my prediction, and intuitively, she would be doing Elon Musk and these people's bidding for them. And yes, she would not stand in the way of those who want to dismantle. Like I said, I feel, okay, well, I worked my way through college. I used to be so hungry, my head would spin. I used to work in a factory. They didn't pay me enough, but I hung in there. I made it. So I never joined welfare or get one. I didn't even know about food stamp at that time. I was so hungry, maybe I would be tempted. I don't know if I knew about food stamp. But anyway, the reason why I'm saying this is I don't mind doing what I have to do to reach the goal. When I say what I have to do, studying hard and get to what I want to get to. I feel, but given the obstacles that were in front of me, it was hard. It can be done, but I wouldn't wish that on anybody, what I went through. But I got lucky as well. There were a couple of people along the way. There was, oh my God. Well, there was another lady. She died a couple of years ago. Her name was Lovita. She was like a mother to me. Okay. And then, I forget his name right now. I'm looking at his face when they used to give me a hard time at work. And I can't remember his name right now. But I'll tell you his name. He was an Italian guy. He used to run the cafeteria and the factory, him and his wife. They had a son, so they used to give me free food in the afternoon whenever they had leftover because he knew I didn't have any money. So his name was Frank Palermo. Oh my God, I almost forgot Frank's name, but I'm saying so many things. But these are the people that helped me get to where I am today. I had to make sure I mention it. But the point I'm trying to make is it was hard. So although I put in all that sacrifice, but I had a couple of people along the way that helped me. If people like Niki Haley, if they remove, the opportunities for someone to get into school and get some help, and they think you're going to have to lift yourself by the bootstrap, it's very hard. And if you don't have anybody yet, the way I got lucky, a couple of people helped me. I could have died because I had made up my mind. I would either die or I get the degree. That was one, one of the two. So I got lucky, I made it. But the point I'm trying to make is Niki Haley, people like her, they would make it even more difficult, the opportunity to go to school. If they take out affirmative action, even if you're bright, you try to go to, they would make it harder. That's what that guy, Bill Ackman, basically he's trying to do. Minorities should not go to those schools. That's their goal, and also to keep people dumb so they can get away with their shenanigans. Like, I don't know if I mentioned it, there is one of those multi-billionaires is going around saying that, and they're not yes, I did mention it, and they're not too distant future, we are going to be a renter society where even our clothes, we're going to have to rent them. Well, I guess he didn't, that's the part he didn't say, from them. That's their new business plan for 10 years down the road. They're going to, like I said a long time, a couple of years ago or last year, their goal is to keep us so busy scrounging around for food and a place to stay. We won't have time to dedicate to focusing on them and what they are doing. Yeah. So that's why I don't like Niki Haley. I think she would be working for these type of people and help them craft their policies and keep us regular folks down. I hope I made this clear. But I don't like Niki Haley. I don't think she would make a good president. And intuitively, I don't have a good feeling about Niki Haley. That's my prediction. And Trump, the polls, I don't feel they're accurate. I feel there's a lot of, I don't know how many of you have heard, during the 2020, not 2020, I'm sorry, 2022, a lot of countries, Russia, China, Iran, even Cuba, they tried to influence the election. So never mind, we know who they want to be president of this country. They all want Trump. They are having a huge influence on what a lot of people are thinking, and mostly minorities, mostly African American. Okay, wherever there are African Americans, I don't have proof, but intuitively I feel they have those type of people pretending to be African Americans, and they're going out, shaping the conversation among wherever you see black gather online and the like, for example, I'm just going to give this as an example, okay? There was a gentleman who was pretending to be a Black Lives Matter influencer or someone in the group, and he went in the Roland Martin show. Roland Martin basically exposed him. So these, if you listen to the way that guy spoke, those are the type of things that people, Russian bots, and those who are pretending to be Americans, they sound just like that guy to convince African American, any minority to get them away or resent the Democratic Party. They are slave to Democrats or something like that. That's the main thing. Being a Democrat is like being a plantation or on a plantation. Yeah, right. So I feel those countries will not stop trying to influence the outcome of the 2024 elections. And also, they are already doing work. And I would not be surprised, I feel like saying, and I'm being shown something like that was done in 2016. I believe it was Cohen that said it, and it's still going on. People are getting paid to basically skew the polls. I don't have any proof, but intuitively I don't trust them. Yes, we have a problem. Democrats have a problem. Biden has a problem, but intuitively I don't feel like it is insurmountable. And let me tell you guys, intuitively I feel, like I predicted, if they compare Trump, if they contrast Trump to Biden, policies that he doesn't have really that many, Biden will win. Thank you very much, Ann Herman, for generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. Ann said, warm cuddle from Finland, Belgium, or Flanders, Belgium. Oh, thank you. Wow. Thank you for your generosity in the super chat. I appreciate it. But yes, Biden has challenges, but I don't feel like saying they are insurmountable. And yes, I feel Democrat will stand up, but they have to start yesterday. I still feel Biden will win, but if they don't put in the effort, I just want to make sure when us psychics make a prediction, it's because there are certain things you are expected to do. And it's just like if I predict, you ask me, you're going to cross I-95, since a lot of people, that's one highway we are familiar with. I'm going to, should I cross I-95 around 5 p.m. today? Will I get hit by a truck? No, because I know if you see a truck coming, or you're going to make sure there are no cars, and then you will cross. But if you see a truck, you decide to cross in front of that truck because I told you you weren't going to get hit, you're going to get hit. So that's what I'm saying with the election. They have to go out and make the case. I see them making. They are capable of doing. But I still feel, regardless of who, Niki Haley or anyone else, it's not happening. I feel Biden can do it. That's my prediction. And Netanyahu, General Austin went to Israel, as we know, yesterday, or the past couple of days. He's been traveling that area. I feel like saying he's done a pretty good job. I feel like saying Netanyahu is being stubborn, and as we know in the news that he's responsible basically for what happened. I feel he's gonna go. Yes, he didn't want to listen, and he means, he thinks he's smarter than everyone else. He knows better. Ways he's gonna change. It feels like to me, the Israeli military, the planners, don't want to tip their hands. That's the problem. Or let Hamas know, because I said that a week ago or so, Hamas was being decimated. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, there were some reports on TV about that the past couple of days. Those guys are really getting hammered. And I feel like saying there are going to be some more hostages released. And it feels like to me the way they do it, when they feel they're getting hammered, to buy time for whatever reason, they decide to try to start negotiation again. They're going to continue playing that game, but I would be surprised if we can, like they released a short video or some kind of video. I didn't see it. I only saw pictures, one frame on CNN of the pictures of three older gentlemen. According to the news, they are begging for help or something. I'm not quite sure. But I feel they will be released at some point based on negotiations. Okay. But, and I know a lot of people are saying, and intuitively I've said it before, a lot of people are saying Hamas cannot be eradicated because it's a movement. I don't think that's true. Yes, the people will still, Hamas is going to be replaced. Whatever philosophy is, it's going to be replaced with something else. But the notion that one of their main goal is to destroy Israel is going to be out. That's not going to happen. And after this, a lot of the whole area plus our government, America, is going to influence, or at least try to exert a lot of influence on the Palestinian leaders to change their view, instead of just like Iran glorifying death, to change a little bit. I feel they will succeed. That's my prediction. Hamas will be destroyed, and changes are coming to Palestine, period. Let's see what happens. But General Hassan did a very good job in Israel. And Israel Netanyahu knows there is no choice, and the leaders are there as well. There is no choice. They can't continue doing what they are doing. And like I said, they're going to change tactics on how they prosecute the war. That's my prediction. Okay. Let's see. Joel Tilson says, will Hamas be hunted down by Mossad after they escape from Gaza? I said that weeks ago. Oh my God, yes. Let me repeat. You probably forgot, Joel. Every single person who took part in October 7th will be gone. That's the way I've been getting this since day one. And it's not going to change. Mildred H says, everyone have a blissful holiday season, whatever you celebrate. Oh, live in peace and love, spread only peace and love. Thank you, same to you. Let's see. Pam Pietke says, I will not forget Netanyahu's disrespectful treatment of President Obama. Yeah, that really irks me as well. I don't like him. That, Obama, oh my God. You're welcome, Joel Tilson. Yeah, it's because he wanted to, he thought, he was close to, because according to, some of you told me, he is Kushner's godfather. And they're all copying Trump. That's why I'm saying to you, even unfortunately, Trump is talking about immigrants poisoning the blood of this country. No, he's the one who's poisoning our politics. And let me tell you, it's going to take us a while to recover, at least another 10 years. I used to say 5 to 10. It feels like to me it's going to take more than 10 years, because the Trump's base, it's going to take a long time to reintegrate these people into society. And there is an article, I don't remember, where did I see this gentleman? Was it this morning on Morning Joe? Or last night on the 11th hour, Stephanie Rule's show. There is an article in the Atlantic. Somebody, said a journalist wrote an article about the Trump base. They are American as everyone else. Then they have the right to choose and be for whoever they want to be. Support whoever they want to support. But thank you very much, Jordan Johnson, for your generosity on the super chat. I appreciate it. Jordan says you're amazing. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you, Jordan. But yes, these people, it's going to take a very long time to get this Trump poison. Okay, it's not immigrants that are poisoning this country. But immigrants are running away from what Trump is trying to install in this country. They're trying to run away from incompetent leaders. And Trump, oh boy, talking about incompetence, they should have his picture next to incompetent. And I don't understand how people can forget, only not even 4 years ago, he was in the White House, how he allowed over 1 million people to die from COVID, since this is so blatantly obvious to me, and how basically he ruined the economy and everything else that he touched. When is this guy going to come out and, admit he's ruined so many? Not only the people, what I was thinking about this morning, you guys? I would feel terrible if I had a friend who helped me, like Giuliani went out of his way. Trump basically destroyed Giuliani's life. And he yes, he held one fundraising dinner for him or something like that. But I'm just giving you, you guys are aware, this is only one person. He not only allowed over 1 million people to die, but he has ruined, because he lied to these people, those January 6 foot soldiers. He lied to them. And did you guys hear about Women for America this morning? Oh, God. One had direct message. They were direct message DMing each other. And they were saying, the leader of that Woman for America, whatever her name is, I don't know her name, and she was saying to the others, don't repeat that they were going to go to the Capitol, because she did not tell the park police. She said the park police would come after her, because she basically lied. She did not tell them that going to the Capitol was part of her activities for that day. And that's why those authorities, they got caught off guard. Okay, so all those people right now have legal issues. They go into prison, and this guy's running around, running for office, and and you know what? The more people, this is what I don't understand. More people are falling for his shenanigans. It's unbelievable. They're gonna wake up. And like I've always said, there's a small percentage that's going to be for Trump no matter what. It's probably going to take a long time or they die. But he has seriously poisoned our political, our lives, because we have to deal with these idiots. People who think dictatorship is good. Immigrants are running away from dictators and incompetent leaders. The Cubans in Florida, why did they leave Cuba? And you know what? They want to vote for Trump. Not all of them, but there's a great number of them. They're supporting DeSantis. Yeah, imagine that. And Cuba is one of those countries who's trying to influence the outcome of our elections. And you know what these people don't understand? Today, intuitively I feel, if Trump were to become president, yes, he would deport those immigrants. He would start with them. Those people who had to put him in the White House, they have no idea who would be next. And these people, and if you watch Trump, if he does something, he senses that it's working, he's going to keep feeding the beast. So in order for him to keep pleasing people, to keep people from seeing his obvious failures, okay, he's going to keep you busy. Okay, you don't like immigrants? I'm deporting them first. Well, you don't like affirmative action either. Those black people or other minority people, they're taking your, they want to sit next to you at the universities or at the job, at the office. Well, we're going to resegregate our country. Let me tell you guys, yes, Trump will do it. I'll bet on it. I'm not saying, I don't see him in the White House, but I'm just saying to you guys, these people who are supporting people like Trump, they're not thinking. They think today, and even for black people who are supporting him, I really think they are sick. They think today it's immigrants. Oh, there is a tweet. I just saw it right before I came on. There's a young black gentleman, African American. It seems like he's a Republican. I'm not sure, okay? But he went to a TPUSA, that something Kirk was having somewhere in Arizona. It seems like the reason why I say I'm not sure is according to what is written, it seems like he's gay and he's black. Guess what? The Republicans and the TPUSA, they did not like him. They wanted him out. So these are the type of people, African Americans, and then he tweeted it himself. If you guys are on Twitter, I don't know, but I can look for it and I will tell you. It's in the news. You can search. So people like this guy, okay, he's a young guy. When we are in our 20s, we do stupid things. We don't understand, But he went to a TPUSA event and he got kicked out. They asked him to leave. Yes, he's black. He's black. On top of it, it seems like according to him, I think he's gay. Yeah. So these people would be next. Look at what DeSantis is doing in Florida. And according to something I read this morning, pretty soon they are working on the law right now. Some people, they fly their, I don't know how you call the flag, LGBTQ flag. Okay, they fly it. There's going to be a law you're not supposed to do that anymore in Florida. So a lot of these people, if they think today, yes, send those immigrants away. We don't want them here. I'm not saying, to open the doors of the country and stuff like that, but the way they want Trump to go after these people, but they don't understand. Trump is going to go after others, and it may be them too, because today's foreigners, immigrants. Tomorrow it's minorities. The next day, well, Italians are not good. They are the part of the mob. And you know what? They have dark hair. And some of them have large nose out. Or we're going to do something with them. Asians, yeah. And if you Jews, I know people think because he has Jewish kids, and his son-in-law is Jewish, good luck. He doesn't care. As I'm saying this, I'm seeing Cohen, his lawyer. Cohen is right. Trump does not care about anyone. And you know something else? If he were to become president again, Ivanka would be next. And don't expect these people to be that much different than his. They are, to me and to whatever, they are all the same. Because some of those things, and I've told you guys a long time ago, I didn't. Those of you who have been with me for a while, remember when I described to you what I saw Ivanka doing in the White House. I couldn't fathom that Trump would take the chance, be so arrogant and ignorant, to steal classified information, put them in a box in a bathroom at Mar-a-Lago. I didn't see him, they didn't have to show me that he was taking them. But why would they be going into systems that they had no reason to be accessing? It wasn't only Trump, my friend. These documents and all those things that Trump took and they're looking for, they can't find. There is a big reason for it. Okay, so this is what we have. But thank God I don't see him in the White House, and some pretty nasty stuff are coming his way within the next year. Keep our fingers crossed. That's my prediction. But they are all done. Okay, but yes, it's going to take a little while for this country to recover from the poison. He's poisoning the blood of this country. It's not immigrants. That's what I feel like saying intuitively. Okay, I think I've gone too long. I've gotten in my soapbox. Sorry about that. Okay. Melvin S. says, good afternoon. I have several questions, just can't catch you at the right time. Yes, it's if you're talking about personal questions, oh my God, yesterday. Rainbow flag. Thank you very much, Chad Wadsworth. The rainbow flag. That's the one I couldn't remember. You know, guys, there was a cat last night. You know, when I do those evening readings, short readings, because sometimes people are waiting and you try to do it very fast. A lady was asking me about a cat she had that passed. I don't remember exactly how long. But there was another one who wanted to have fun with everybody, but I didn't have a chance to tell what was going on. The minute she asked me about the cat that passed, and all of a sudden I start seeing the funeral of someone else. I'm like, I ask her if did someone else die, this around the same time the cat died, but it's because I confused time. Those cats, they have a sense of humor too, and well, at least it seems like that one was a little mischievous. So he wanted to say he was special. They gave him a funeral, a proper funeral. It's because the person who was asking was asking about the other cat, but the one who showed the funeral is because he feels better. You know what I mean? Just in a joking way, they had a funeral for him because the lady said yes. They had a funeral for him. They buried him in the front lawn or something like that, but the other one didn't have a funeral. So he was joking, and I didn't have a chance to tell the story. But something someone said here that made me remember what the cats were trying to do last night. There were two of them that were pretty comical. But Kitty wanted to make a joke saying he felt more special because he had a proper burial. He had a funeral. They didn't have a funeral for the one that the lady was asking about. It was pretty funny. I didn't realize it until afterward. Sometimes that's what happens when you do readings. Sometimes you don't get the whole thing, and because I'm rushing, I don't have the time to really, I don't take the time to really understand the whole concept. But it was pretty funny. I was cracking up last night and hear what the cat was trying to do. He was special because they gave him a proper funeral. Anyway, Carol Bach says, we must remember that the love of money is the root of all evil. That's what true downfalls are due to giving your integrity to demons. Okay, friends, I don't know if any of you had any questions. I wasn't paying any. I was so busy talking. Thank you, Craig Dixon. Craig Dixon says, bless you, Frank Palermo, for your kindness you showed to me. Oh, yes, these people were at the factory. I was working in a factory with a bunch of Italian ladies and him and his wife, and those people were so warm and so nice, you guys. It was amazing. A couple of them, they used to share pasta with me because they knew I was in school. It was a fun time. It was a very hard time, but it was fun too. The way those ladies loved me and everything. Unfortunately, they closed down the factory, and I know where some of them live. They live in the Mamaroneck, New York area. Okay, and one of them I was trying to get in contact with her not too long ago. I know Frank and his wife, they are gone, unfortunately. But some of them I knew that were around my age at that time, and I can't get in touch with them. One of them I called, and no one has ever picked up the phone. I wanted to reconnect with them. But yes, those people were, those hard, good old days. Okay, friends, thank you very much for spending time with me. Thank you, chat managers, for your help. I appreciate it. If anyone would like a reading from me, the link to my website is below the video, psychicmilu.com, or I have some slots open for later today or tomorrow. Feel free to call me on my YouTube number or text me. We can negotiate a time that's good for both of us to talk. If you like the channel, please subscribe, and also don't forget to tap on the notification bell. Please give me a thumbs up. That would help me a lot. This is my information scrolling at the top of the screen. I will see you all tomorrow. It seems like I spoke a little too long today. Sorry about that. Till then, bye.